Aeneid Book 1, lines 162 to 183. Hinkat quink, here and here. We have Virgil describing the setting of the landing spot of Aeneas's men with vastae rupes, vast cliffs, and Scopoli, twin crags, cliffs, however you want to do that, either is fine. They are both the subject of minantur, here, deponent verb, loom over into the sky. Now, vasta here is modifying the feminine rupes, whereas Gemini here is modifying the masculine scopuli. Quorum, being masculine, therefore, has as its antecedent scopuli, not rupes. Under the peak of which, widely, the safe sea is silent. Alliterative in English, not so much in Latin. Then, skyna here is actually a noun we see in Roman comedy, or specifically Roman and Greek theater. It's the stage. But here, Virgil's using it as the view. The view from above of shimmering woods is, imply the verb to be, and a grove black with shuddering shadows, again, alliterative in English, not so much in Latin, imminent, looms above. That same min core root meaning is both literally above, hanging above, standing above, but also has the connotation of threatening. Think about why that might be. Sub fronte adversa, at the base of, sub when you're not actually under something is usually best translated as at the base of. At the base of the cliff face, opposite, we don't have a verb, so we're going to imply the verb to be, is a cave of hanging, participle, present active participle, rocks, scopolis. Again, same thing right here, crags. Here, I guess that'd be stalactites, stalagmites, one of the two. Within are sweet water and seats of living rock. Let's talk about our word order here. We've got horrenti here modifying umbra in 165, atrum here modifying nemos, and so we have chiasmus, A, B, then B, A word order, woo. And then scopolis pendentibus here, that ablative of description. It's a cave of hanging rocks. No interesting word order there, but we do continue with the threefold of translating ablatives with the of, like an ablative description. A scene of shimmering forests. Now, granted, this is a grove black with shuddering shades, but we are back to the of with the cave of hanging rocks and seats of living rock, which is their uncut natural formations as opposed to man-made. All this leads up to home of the nymphs. This is a nod to a passage that in the Odyssey, actually, book 13, when we have Odysseus washing or rather dumped on the shore of Ithaca. Heek, remember long I heek means here in this place, adverb. Here, not any chains hold loose or weakened ships. No anchor binds with a pointed tooth. Now, word order wise, of course, we've got a synthesis. Synthesis is interlocking word order. A-B-A-B-A-B, interlocking word order, which is appropriate for chains, right? Because they are weaving amongst one another. The idea is that the water is so still, boats don't even need to be tied down. Hook. To hear, Aeneas. Now we have here an ablative noun and an ablative participle in a sentence for no good reason, which means, of course, we have an ablative absolute. To this place, Aeneas, blank the noun was verbed. After 7 ships had been gathered from all the number, so again, 13 are unaccounted for, 7 have been gathered. Aeneas, after 7 ships had been gathered out of the whole number, he approaches. And with great love of the earth, ablative of manner, because he's doing this in a very loving kind of way, or rather, I should say the Trojans are doing it in a very loving way. With great love of the earth, the Trojans, getting out, gain possession of the hoped-for sand, meaning the beach. They have landed on the water where they have been stranded. We have a lovely synthesis. Synthesis is interlocking word order. ABA, BAB, interlocking word order. In this line, ablative harena here is the object of potiuntor, which is one of our dun 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 dun, what we're calling the Friday night verbs. Deponent verbs take the ablative case. And with they place limbs dripping with salt, of course, salt water here. If you want to call them metonymy, that's fine. On the shore. Again, these are the survivors of the shipwreck that have managed to swim and make it to the shore. Artos here, by the way, is a fourth declension noun, so this is accusative and plural, and that is one of those questions that AP loves to ask. They place limbs, dripping, present participle, with salt, ablative of means, on the shore. And here we have one of my least favorite passages of the Aeneid. It is a little over the top with its florid poetic style. And at first, Achates. Now, Achates is, his epithet is faithful Achates. This is Aeneas' right-hand man. He strikes out a flint, or spark, with flint, and it takes up the fire with the folies, the leaves. And he places around it, he surrounds the dry wood. And it snatches up flame in its fomite leaves.